Right now, San Jose is celebrating 60 years of the Grateful Dead with a commemoration ceremony at the place where it all began. So take a look. We have live pictures. It may look like City Hall now, but this is actually the site of the band's first concert. Tonight, San Jose is honoring this historic location with a special marker. Just minutes ago, city leaders unveiled a bronze plaque with the band's logo and the words Grateful Dead Historic Site.
And let's unveil.
It will sit above the footprint of the original house that hosted the momentous concert. Earlier this evening, the daughter of Jerry Garcia reflected on the history of the site and the band's legacy.
I was raised observing the scene and have now seen it become a historical event. You know, this has now become like a renaissance. The 60s changed the world, and what was started here in the Bay Area continues to lead the world.
So tracking down the spot of that original show was no easy task. Our Len Ramirez introduces us to the duo who cracked the case.
It's all part of the great mystery.
It's the long, strange trip, right, Mark?
Yeah,
Dan Orloff and Mark Purdy are rock fans and South Bay rock historians, and they've spent 2 decades trying to solve a 60-year-old mystery. Where in San Jose did one of rock's greatest bands have their first ever performance as the Grateful Dead? They thought they had it pinpointed here, where 5th Street now dead ends at San Jose City Hall.
Which would be right over there behind these walls, and actually on the side of the current San Jose City Council chambers.
It was December 4th, 1965. The group had just changed their name from the Warlocks to the Grateful Dead, and a friend, counterculture figure Ken Kesey, invited them to play at a house party where he was holding one of his infamous psychedelic acid tests. Purdy, a former sports columnist for the Mercury News, interviewed people who said they were there, and it was inside this large Victorian house.
And for years, that was the accepted thing.
The house once stood at 43 South 5th Street. It was moved in the early 2000s to St. John Street to make way for City Hall. But then a rock relic emerged that turned the long-held story upside down. It's an original crayon poster for the acid test party, and this year it sold at auction for $37,500. The poster listed the party location as 38 South 5th Street. That house was damaged by fire, but it was saved and also moved a few blocks away to 4th Street. For Dan and Mark, it's been a wild ride.
I caught it first because of a news feed. Yeah. And I was like really happy. Oh my God, after 20 years, we're going to see the poster that commemorated 43 South 5th as the acid test.
This is actual physical evidence.
8 seconds later, I see 38, and I called Mark, oh, C-R-A-P, right? And then the journey began.
Yeah.
Mark went back to the drawing board and compared old city aerial photos with modern-day maps to see where 38 would have stood. And he literally marched off the plot lines to verify, to his relief, that the new location was still within the City Hall Plaza.
I'm still unraveling the mystery of why the poster says that, and everyone seems to say here, including somebody I've interviewed who was actually at the party.
But what could possibly account for the 2 conflicting locations?
I want to be kind in how I say this. This is 60 years ago, and people were taking LSD.
The Plaque is not even the only new honor the Grateful Dead received today. This morning, Guinness World Records announced the band has officially broken the all-time record for most top 40 albums. Last month, the band released Dave's Picks Volume 56. It is a compilation of songs from 2 1981 live performances at Rainbow Theatre in London, England, and it debuted at number 25 on the charts, making the band's 66th top 40 album.